Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We are back. Made it home safe. Didn't get stuck anywhere. Amazing. Can't can't wait to be back, man. Like all this time, I was thinking, oh, just to get back, just gotta get back, cause all this was routine, and this little trip was a break in the routine. But honestly, never doing this again. 5 day trip, jet lag 2 times. One time jet lag was getting better, and boom, back again. So let's take a look over here. So we have the gulag coming in as well. Perfect. Just got to make sure the audio is working on that end as well. Awesome. So looking at pound yen, we're in a very difficult position right over here. And the reason why this is a difficult position right now, this was support formed earlier on. This support was formed around London session. We went up from this support. So if we create a support over here, I think from this point we can continue moving up to correct this move down. It's like a 30 pip range, 32 pip range. I mean, 20 pips up till 152.30. So probably going to wait for price to create some sort of a support at this level. So I'm going to put a yellow line right here. This is the area I'm looking at right here. And then if we continue down below 150, now 150 is a very strong psychological level, right? 150 is a strong psychological level. We rejected this area in the London session. This 30-minute candle, even though it closed bearish, it closed above this area, which means this could still be a support, right? If we break below this area, you have a little bit of a consolidation here to the left hand side. So I think for sells will be tricky because you got some choppy price action here. So I mean, we'll see what happens once we break below 149.900. So let me put this right over here. Potential sells below 149.900. This is something I'll be looking at if we kind of like start breaking below 149.900. Welcome back. We missed you. Thanks for sharing. Oh, nice. Thank you. Plant Lover donated $2. Okay, so let's take a look at this area right here. Gold is obviously ranging. Gold is in a 60 pip range over here. Looking at the 30-minute chart, yeah, we're in a range. Let's check out news. Haven't really looked at the news at all in Forex Factory. So today is Wednesday, garbage day today too. We have some Euro news. I mean, basically nothing happening during the New York session here. We got Powell speaking later on in the afternoon. That doesn't really matter for the time right now. Let's take a look on Thursday. Thursday, retail sales on Thursday. Okay, makes sense. I mean, if gold starts ranging, even today, I think we may get a breakout on Thursday with the retail sales, but we'll see what happens. Looking on Friday also clean price. Nothing really happening, like low volume news events, low impact. Let's take a look here. Hey boss, take a look at this. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. So before I take a look at the chart, this is something very important, right? This 30-minute candle, because the thing is, if this 30-minute candle closes above 150, this means we're respecting the support just like we respected in the London session. So if we respect the support, there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving up, and I think that's going to be the trade for the day, taking buys for price to move bullish. But we actually have to wait for that. Let's take a look at that on the 15-minute time frame here as well. On 15-minute time frame, we have some sort of a minor resistance here, but I think with the volume coming in New York, pre-New York, I think we can break this minor resistance to continue up. So let's see what happens. We still got a little bit of time left here. This is GA 1 hour chart, looking for sells as we break the low right here. I think it's going to be better to look for some sort of a retracement and then for sells down, because we broke a major zone over here. So it's going to be better to wait for a little bit of a retracement, price retraces, create some sort of a resistance, and then continues down. That's something I'd be looking at on pound AUD. Actually, let's take a look at pound AUD over here. All right, let's take a look at this on the daily time frame. So daily is coming down. We got a major support over here. So obviously the trend is bearish here. Looking on the 4-hour time frame, we are obviously coming down here as well. Now looking left hand side, this is the support we see, right? And from this support, price is around 30 pips away almost. We broke the support over here as well on the 4-hour time frame. Let's take a look at that in more detail. So we broke that on the 1 hour. Okay, looking on a 30-minute time frame, yeah, I think we'll need to see some sort of a, I mean, when you see this candle forming like this means the volume going down basically died away, right? That's why you have this small body candle forming at this time. There's no bearish volume right here. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, yeah, we're just consolidating here, creating support. So I think a break of this support could push price more down, but like just by looking at it on a 30-minute time frame, I think we'll need to wait to see how this 30-minute candle actually closes. And that's also going to be closed on the 1 hour time frame as well. This is gold 30-minute chart. Okay, you're looking for buys here. Buys above 1748. This is the same idea I have on gold here as well. We're basically ranging on gold over here. So yeah, if we break above 1748, 1749, you get a nice move, 36 pip range, around like 37 pip range going up, and also same time moving down from this point. When you were away, GJ was a brat, missed it. Yeah, things just ranged. Things ranged. I kept looking at the charts while I was away, and I was like, man, things are just, there's no volume over here. How's the holiday? Holiday was pretty amazing. It was a pretty good holiday. It was a quick trip. It was a 5-day trip. Every minute and day was well accounted for. It was like planned. It was like when like a president or someone goes out of the country to visit a country and their whole day is planned. That's what it felt like. It was like boom, 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 get shit done and come back. Let's see here. Bro, you don't see previous range or resistance? Yes, so when we talk about previous ranges or zones, those zones are basically your targets, right? So if we break below 149,900, we know that the next area of like, you know, like a target could possibly be down here at 149,640, right? So right now you can see here price is coming into this consolidation area. So I'm probably going to be waiting for price to break below 149,900 to continue down over here. 28 pip range. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour is also coming down. Wow, look at this 4-hour candle right here, right? This 4-hour candle has no top wick, right? This means that there was zero bullish momentum on this 4-hour candle because it's coming down. It has no top wick. It broke the low of the previous 4-hour candle. So now we need a break below 149,900 to justify the move down. So let's see what happens over here. Are you not worried about those 2 wick rejections on the left? These ones right here, no, because we had clean moves up, and if we break below 149,900, I think we can get clean moves down. Can you please tell me when Dominion markets will be available for US residents? If your country is not listed, you can still sign up under crypto. So perfect. Look at this. We're coming down at this point here. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is a gold sell chart, looking for sells once the price this bullish low. I think you meant breaks this bullish low. Okay, makes sense. Or even if you get a candle closing below this area would also work as well. Okay, let's take a look over here. We have how will you approach this gold today in the chart? There's a question about gold. Okay, let's take a look over here. Looking for trade, but how would you approach gold? I would wait for a break above this area right here. Yeah, that's all what I would wait for. Break above this area, break below this area. You have your target moving up, you have your target moving down. So I think now we just gotta wait for these breaks for price to move. So it's basically just waiting here now. Most times, you know, when we're looking at a charts, we know where price is going to go, but at the end of the day, we just got to wait. Just literally just have to just just wait for price to print something we like, print something we've seen before so that we can execute on that. All right, what's this chart over here? We're getting charts here coming up. Oh, pound yen 30-minute chart. Took this trade. Should have closed 50%, stayed in the trade. Looking at it now, should have been more confident. Closed very lost due to commission. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you used the 5-minute time frame to manage risk. I think it's a lot to read, so I'm just going to quickly skim through it. I think if you refrain from using the smaller time frames to manage your trades, right? Because the thing is, when you're using smaller time frames are, they're like a weak confirmation time frame. Sometimes they can give you some confirmations that may not be valid, right? So that's why it's mostly important to look at the 15-minute time frames to manage risk, the 30-minute time frames, something higher than the 15-minute, especially. When magic keys will be shipped? Magic keys will be shipped sometime by the end of this week. There's a global chip shortage. That's what we were told. So that's where all the delays are. Plus now we have the third wave coming in, so it is what it is. Are you in quarantine now? Yes, I'm in quarantine. Quarantine life, man. Stay home. Grab this trade earlier, felt GBPAUD more clear than GBPJPY. All right, let's take a look over here. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is a very nice sell over here. Clean candle to the left hand side. Price broke the low. You entered sell. Beautiful. Very nice. What's this over here? Totally out of topic, but what are your habits to make your cold calling, door knocking for sales more efficient? Oh, that's a sales question. Just gotta keep knocking. That's it. At the end of the day, just keep knocking, keep talking to people. That's the secret sauce right there. Do you want to see a close below 900 or an impulse entry? To be honest, I would want to see a 30-minute candle to close below 149.900. That's what I want to see. A candle to close below 149.900 so I can take the sell on the next candle, because the only problem is looking on the 15-minute time frame, we have a lot of choppy price action here to the left hand side, right? And there are only two ways how price is going to move through this choppy price action. Scenario one is going to be when you're going to have clean candle moving straight down with volume, right? With extremely high volume, price is going to continue moving down through all this choppy price action. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is that we're going to have a price come down and do a little bit of a retest to continue moving further down. So there's going to be a little bit of a waiting here. Did you see they're probably implementing a curfew on outdoor parks? Oh, yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at this GJ chart. Took this trade a bit early of the 1 hour considering bearish candle. Took 75% when price entered into the range. What do you think? I think it's good. I think you executed on what you thought is going to work out, and it actually did work out. Also, especially looking at these candles now, you see this rejection right here, another bullish candle closing right here, and then you have a bearish candle. That I think it was pretty nice. Looking on the high time frame here as well, it worked out pretty good. So I'm going to wait here for pound yen to kind of close. We got 15 minutes left, so let's see what happens. Will you look for sells if a support is formed below 900, then breaking below, or candle closing below the wick? We'll see how the candle closes here on the 30-minute time frame. Have you ever felt like an empty person for working with speculation? I don't know what that means. I think I'm a person filled with a lot of optimism and positivity. Not an empty person at all. What's this? If a setup on high time frame has clean traffic on the left, but lower time frame has some traffic, is this higher time frame still valid? So that's a very good question. That's a very good question, right? So if you look on the 1 hour time frame, we have clean moves going up from 149.630, right? Clean candles, no problems at all. But when we look on the smaller time frame, we have choppy price action here. So I think the key here is to really trust the higher time frame. That's why I think it's very important for me to wait for the 30-minute candle to close below 149,900. Because if it can close below this area, then I can take the next candle moving down, trusting the overall, the higher time frame. Is now a good time to take the FTMO challenge with summer months coming up? I have no idea. I have never taken the challenge, so I'm not sure. What's this? How to verify account on Dominion Markets? My verification status is 0, 100%. Oh, where can I upload documents? See, since it's a crypto broker, it's anonymous, so that's the whole point, right? Crypto withdrawals, deposits, they're all anonymous, so generally it's not needed unless you're doing like, stuff like bank deposits, bank withdrawals, and stuff like that, which will be implemented later on. Is there more volume during the summer months? Usually, what I've seen, it's not about the volume, it's about the size of the candles, right? So if you look at March, April, you'll see that the candle sizes were bigger. We had bigger candle sizes, daily candles were bigger. So when you start to look at May, June, July, you'll notice that the candle sizes become smaller. So I think with that, it does mean that the volume is going to be lower. So we'll see what happens because every year is different. Every month is different. Obviously, we have a lot more fundamental factors playing a huge role in price movement. We have the vaccines being rolled out. We have certain lockdowns happening here and there. So it just all depends on that, how that affects the market. I took this trade and win, but can you tell me what can I do better for the next time? I think you can send that in Slack, and then I can take a look at that later on. So yeah, we got around 12 minutes left over here. I think for me, it's very important to wait for this candle to close. 12 minutes left. All right, let's take a look at this chart from the Gulag here by Mr. Gitor. Let's take a look over here. All right, entered after the break of the high right here. After price started going bullish, okay, close 50%. Nice, nice, nice. Managed risk, close 80% at 11 pips. Beautiful. Nice, you managed risk. And price continued running on. That was very nice. That was a beautiful move, actually. Took sell when the candle broke the low over here. Okay, stop loss above the current candle. When candle came to entry, closed 50%. Beautiful. Price came down. Your winner ran into profit. Yeah, that's perfect. I think what you could have done is to probably have had the stop loss above this candle right here and really trusted the move down. Or if you went in major profits and price came down to your entry point, so those things are there to consider. Or you could have said that, okay, maybe I could have entered another position when we broke the low at this point. Something like that. All right, what's this here? If we get a sell now based on price closing below 149,900, if we continue down, there could be a nice swing trade as we broke below another 80 pips. Nice swing trade breaking below this area for price to continue down towards 148,760. Yeah, that's a possibility. But I think the first proper target is down here, 149,630. And I think with volume, we can continue down. So let's see how this candle closes. We got 10 minutes left. That's the beauty about trading. Beauty about trading is you got 10 minutes left. In 10 minutes, you can do whatever you want. Go grab coffee, go to a washroom break, get those things done. And once the candle closes, then it's focus time. Ooh, GA actually broke this low to continue down here as well. How much was this move here? 7 pips, 7.9 pips. Any tips on missing trades? Any tips on missing trades? I think the number one tip I can give on missing trades is to just focus on one or two pairs, because in the start, when I first started, the main reason why I was missing trades was because I was looking at way too many pairs, right? And I was obviously missing trades all the time. But at the same time, when you are missing trades, go over that chart and try to see that, okay, where could you have executed your trade? You know, how could you have entered the trade? What could you have done differently and stuff like that? All right. We have 9 minutes left for this candle to close, and I think we can have a potential move down over here. See what happens. Gold is also ranging. We're coming down to the support on gold as well. So you're looking for sells on pound yen based on clean traffic on the high time frame? Yes. So I'm putting my trust in that high time frame. How did you avoid the quarantine hotels? We were exempt. You have to put your case forward to in a way where you can be exempted. You know, we had 2 young kids, so obviously, like, you know, we had a case like that, so that's how we came back home. All right, let's take a look at EURJPY over here. EURJPY, remove all analysis, looking at the daily time frame. Oh my god, this is ugly. Look at this. I left Canada 6th April and we've just been ranging here since then. Damn. EURJPY has just been ranging. Heavy range here. Look at this 4-hour time frame. We got a resistance up over here. We got a support down over here. Looking on a 1-hour time frame, yeah, it's just in a range here. How big is this range anyway? It's like a 37-40 pip range. Looking at 30-minute time frame, yeah, it's pretty choppy over here. This is just some ugly price action here. I don't like it at all. Imagine if this is your main pair. Yeah, exactly, right? Imagine this was your main pair. You'd be like, god damn, no trade on EURJPY. That's where your patience runs thin. View on silver, please. I think you need to send a chart. Send a chart, send your label chart, and then I'm gonna look at that chart and, like, you know, then we can go ahead with that. Hey, I'm using Dominion Markets since previous week, but where can I see commissions paid amount to buy microfluidity? So if you're using MetaTrader 5, you go to your history, and in your history, you're gonna see commissions. So basically you can use your commissions to get magic keys or the microfluidity membership. Sarah Nardine, let's take a look at this chart here from the Gulag. How are you, man? I'm good, thank you, thank you. Let's take a look at this chart analysis here, see what's going on. So we have Euro AUD, stop loss here, TP over here. I'm not sure what this means. I'm not sure why is this in the middle, but okay. What do you think about this analysis? I'm still in a demo entry price because it broke the support here. Oh, okay. Stop loss was here, TP was here. I think it's good. You had, obviously, I think we had, I'm not sure what's to the left hand side, but we can see how price created lower lows and lower highs. Nice. I think it's pretty good. We had nice analysis here. We have the candle closing here soon as well. Interesting, interesting. Any news regarding Dominion Markets in connection with funding talent? Not yet, but definitely we're going to get something done based on that. All right, let's take a look at this, what's happening right now. So the candle is closing at this point, right? If we close above this area, this means we're respecting the support. And if the next one breaks this low, I think I'm going to execute a sell for price to continue down. Because right now we're just rejecting this area. But in the other case, if the next candle starts breaking the high of this current candle, then I think that's going to be the opportunity to take a buy for price to continue moving up. So let's see what happens over here. Still got 4 minutes left for the candle to close. Where's Uncle Ted? In my pocket. In my How do I know, man? That's like asking, oh, where's Biden? I don't know. They both are grown men. They can be wherever they want. What do you think about sells below 1741? I think it's a pretty good idea. The only thing is, I think you'll have to wait for price to kind of like break below this wick over here, right here, for price to move down. Because if we break below this area, man, we have clean candles here. Could be a very, very nice sell coming down on gold. What's this? Did Canada call off the hotel stuff? No, guys. No, they didn't. You have to present your case in a way where you can be exempt. It's just, let's just use our logical heads at this point here. But this is more important right here than the quarantines. Are Hankin Aishi candles better? I've never used them, so I have no idea. Why the volume dies in summertime? Because, you know, like banks, some banks, they go on holidays, hedge funds, they kind of like go on holidays, institutions, they don't go on holidays, but the trading volume decreases during those times because, you know, summer months, holiday times. So that's one of the fundamental reasons why it happens, in my opinion. All right, we got 3 minutes left over here. Gold is also at the support. Oh, your GBPJPY is breaking down. Whatever. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicators, see if we can get some clues. What's happening here? So the Chinese indicator is saying pound is weak, yen is kind of strong, AUD is really, really strong. Okay. Still waiting over here now. Why don't you have my FX book? Because I don't need my FX book. I have a question about a trade. I was not sure when to enter. Was it a good sell? So we still got 2 minutes left over here. Let's take a quick look at this chart. See what happens here. Since there are 3 wicks here, would entry be overall good trade since the price is moving up beforehand? Entry here, see now, looking to the left, we had some sort of a consolidation, but I think entry here was still good if you had to stop below this previous candle. It still would have worked at that time because till this moment it was moving up over here. Oh wow, look at that. We're really coming down over here now. This 15-minute candle moved around 7 pips. We're approaching this minor support here. Very, very delicate situation at this point. Gonna wait for this candle to close and then execute. Oh, let me just turn off these noises here. Turn off notifications for my WhatsApp, because guys may think it's their WhatsApp running around. Hey, can you please talk about the book you read on consolidation? I'm selling the PDF for $8. It costs $30 on Amazon. Looking for a couple extra bucks to fund my account. Oh, I don't know. I can't help you sell stuff, man. That's all up to you. I need commissions. If I'm going to help you sell stuff, I need a cut of that. What if it closes with no wick? If this candle closes with no wick, then I'm not going to enter the trade. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to possibly for a price to move up and then come down to take a sell. So we got 40 seconds left over here. Let's see what happens. 40 seconds left. 4-hour candle is also broken the low. I really truly think we should continue moving bearish. I really truly think we should continue moving bearish. It's just the fact, will we get an entry here or not? Should we wait for a retest of 900 or the break of the low? Well, whatever we can get at this point. Whatever I can get at this point, actually. Whether it's going to be a retest, a resistance formed, or a break of this low. So perfect. The candle has closed we've closed below this support over here, this candle, right? It's retracing at this point. I think even if it makes a top wick and then breaks the low, I'm going to enter a sell once we break the low for price to continue down. And if we measure this range, this is going to be pretty good range, 19, 20 pip range. We'll overall trust the high time frames for price to continue bearish. So let's see what we get. But a break below, 149.820, I'd say like 149.815 would be a pretty good idea for a sell. And I think the stop loss could be around within this range till like 149.930, 940. Gold is also at this crucial support area at this point. All right, 149.810 or 811 is going to be an entry for price to continue bearish. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. Look at this 15-minute candle, right? Just gotta wait for the low to be broken. I got the stop loss over the last 15-minute candle like before the new one opened. Did that make sense? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine above this area here. That's still around 945, 950. That's pretty good. Do you see it as a problem at all if it breaks within the first few minutes of the hourly candle? No. See, here's the thing, right? If it retraces and creates a top wick and then breaks the low, then there's a very high probability it's going to continue moving down, because at that point, not only it has created a top wick, but it has also broken the low over here, which increases the chances of price to make a lower low for price to continue down. So basically you're putting the trust in the higher time frames to continue bearish. And also if you look on the 4-hour time frame, we've broken the low of the previous candle. So I think on the smaller time frames we should continue moving bearish at this point. So we'll see how we kind of break down that area. How do you manage risk on this trade? Well, we're not in a trade, so we can't really manage risk at this point. Oh, don't want to leave this area here. So we're going to wait. Waiting is important. This is going to be my first trade on the live stream, so I'm going to be very, very cautious with my risk and the trading. So yeah, I'm going to be waiting over here. Oh, look at that. We're coming down. Got to come to 149.815. Oh, there we go. Enter the sell right at that point. Right over here. Stop is around, around 149.930. And we're looking at price to continue down towards, I'd say like 149.700. Yeah, that's going to be a good idea. 149.700. Now, since I executed on this trade, this is how I'm going to manage my risk over here, right? Obviously, we want price to come down to take our take profit. Now, if I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame, if this 15-minute candle, this one, breaks its own high, I'm going to be closing 50% off my position at that point, right? I repeat, if this 15-minute candle breaks its own high, I'm going to close 50% off my position, and then I'm going to let the rest run. So that's how I'm going to be managing my risk in this trade. Other than that, I think it's a very good opportunity for price to continue down. But if someone's copying this trade to make back losses or to make back big losses, man, listen, just manage risk. Don't over risk on this. Don't over trade. Wait for the next day, wait for tomorrow. If you've taken big losses, just wait for tomorrow. Right? Because one trade is not going to make all your losses back. And imagine if this is a losing trade, right? Imagine you take a big risk and it's a losing trade. Then what? Now you have even more losses. Then you're compounding losses at that point. I just wanted to thank you Giving away knowledge for free. You're just a different breed. Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see over here. Oh, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a pound yen. Price broke under 1 hour support right here. Entry as price broke the low. Beautiful, beautiful. Price reached this area. Second entry. Oh, nice. So you have a second entry right over here. Amazing. Well done. I just got out. I just don't like selling so low. Oh, that's fine. You know, as long as you can manage risk, I think things are going to be just fine if you can manage risk. Other than that, I don't think there should be a problem at all. Okay, let's see here. Gold is still ranging here. We're creating some sort of a support. EURJPY is still struggling. I think GA. Oh, GA is also creating that structure to continue down. The 15-minute candles keep creating the support over here. Past days were amazing. Everything that you teach was applied with successful results. Oh, nice, Ian. Beautiful. Very nice. Oh, look at this 15-minute candles retracing over here. As it continues up to break its own high, this is the point I'm going to close 50% of my position. And then I'm going to let the rest run. Yeah, this 15-minute candle right here. Hey, listen, Raja, if this trade doesn't work out, I want the free magic keys on the house. All right, all right. Today we gave away magic keys on the house to somebody. They used their commissions to get magic keys. So that was our first magic key giveaway through commissions on Dominion Markets, which was pretty nice. How come you don't drop down to a low time frame after entering a position to read more information? Because I don't. You know, like if you drop down to a lower time frame, you're gonna get some false information there as well. You know, so this is why it's better to trust the higher time frames and actually wait for the candles to close. I think the smaller time frames are normally going to give you, like, you know, weak confirmations, false informations. I mean, I've seen people really over manage their trades on the small time frames as well, which is obviously not a good thing after all. So we got the 15-minute candle closing in 6 minutes. 30-minute candles also, like, you know, open right now. So we'll see how, you know, price moves in this instance. Are you holding post, brother Ramadan? I think you meant fast. That's irrelevant to what we're doing right now. Gold is still ranging here. We're at the support. Please don't take sells on gold at this point unless we break support. Once we break support, then take sells on gold. not right now. Has Dominion Markets opened up? Yes. Yes, it has opened up. We've been up for about a week now. Almost a week. I believe in you, Raja, but this time is fake out on GJ. You are good. Don't listen. Oh, well, it's not a fake out until the fake out happens. You know, if the candle goes back up in the range, then that's a fake out. Right now, it's not a fake out. Right now, it's trying to move bearish, so we're going to trust that, and I'm going to stay in this trade. The candles are also about to close in about, you know, 5 minutes on the 15-minute time frame, so we'll see what happens here. All right, let's take a look at USDJPY. USDJPY, looking on the 4-hour time frame. Oh, we're also rejecting this area. We did a little bit of a retest in this area for price. I'm not sure whether we're going to continue down or not. I think if we break below the support area, there's an opportunity for price to continue down. Looking at 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we're in a small range over here. The problem with USD/JPY is there's not enough volume in this pair. I mean, if we measure these ranges, this is like, okay, this is a pretty good range over here. 18 pips on USD/JPY, pretty nice. Can we trade crypto on Dominion markets? Yes. All right, let's take a look at pound yen here, see what's happening. We're coming up. So now here's the thing. If this candle closes a weak bullish candle, I'm going to close 50%. If it breaks its own high, I'm going to close 50%. So in both cases, I'm going to close 50%. And what that's going to do is that's going to reduce my risk in this trade. Currently, my risk on this trade is around, I think, $1,000. But if I reduce my risk right here, it's going to be reduced way less than $1,000. So it's going to be much better at that point. I'm new in trading. What do you mean close 15%? No, I said 50. 50, not 15. 15, 50. I think they kind of like sound alike. Gold is also coming down over here. I'm going to be looking at gold here as well. See if we can get this move on gold below, 1740. If the 15-minute breaks the high in the second half, would you close full? No. Just as I said, if it breaks the high, I'm going to close 50%. That's all what I said. That's all what I'm going to do. You can trade donkeys on Dominion markets too. Yeah, when we get rid of fiat and currencies, and when we move to trading, chickens, goats, and donkeys, then for sure, yeah. We can do that. Livestock, right? Livestock. That's why it's called livestock, because it's live and it's basically stock, livestock. Your cows, goats, hens, pigs, donkeys. That's all livestock. What happened with gold? What caused the big drop? I don't see a big on the daily or weekly time frame, daily time frame. I don't see a big drop at all. I'm not sure what time frame you're looking at, but we don't see any big drop at all. It's just normal market movement. Which country are you from? Canada. All right, we're getting the candle closing in about 2 minutes. Delicate situation here. We're going to see how this candle closes. 30-minute candle is also going to close in 17 minutes. So let's see what happens. Any funny story from your trip? Yeah, I mean, every time I go back, I learned that money rules everything. You want to get things done, put money on the table, and things are going to get done no problem. Had to open a bank account, and they needed my tax receipts, the reason why I was opening a bank account, this and that. All I had to do was say, okay, you know what? I'm going to deposit $500 in my account, and then we can forward $200 to your account, the manager. And then they were like, oh, okay, makes sense. Perfect. Next day, everything was set up. So that's the best part about developing countries. Oh, what's this over here? All right, see this? We have 1 minute left. 1 minute left right here. So since we got 1 minute left right here, I'm gonna close. I actually closed 50% right at this point. I just closed 50% over here, right? Because the way price is moving, I don't think it's gonna continue moving down. So I closed 50% right at this point right here. And as it's moving up, I'm gonna close my entire position if this candle closes bullish. The 15-minute time frame. Yeah, we got about 30 seconds left over here.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
How's your trip back?
Good?
Awesome.
Very good. First time. Hi, first time I catch one of your streams. Do you trade only on price action? Yes. I don't look at indicators, because I think indicators are, they're basically lagging indicators, so I don't see any need to look at them. All right, look at this. New 15-minute candle is breaking the high of the previous 15-minute candle. At this point, I closed everything right over here. I closed everything at this point. Got out of my trade. Wasn't really sure it's going to work out or not, so I lost around, I think it was around 7 pips over here. GJ sells negative 7 pips. Beautiful.
Morning, Raja. Welcome back.
Hey, Michael, how's it going?
Better now. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back over here. Yeah, see, so this was the issue right here. As we talked about, this choppy movement to the left-hand side. That basically maybe price is rejecting from this area. If we create some sort of a minor resistance, I think I can give my trade a second chance to continue down. Or if we start breaking above, 150 again, then I could maybe change my bias for price to continue moving up. But so far I had this trade, managed my risk, took a loss, managed risk, so I think it's pretty good at this time. Blew my account, but at least I get free magic keys. Oh, beautiful. Let's see here. Oh, gold is still respecting that support. Can we buy gold? Question mark. Well, can we buy gold? It's a very interesting question here. I'm not sure. I think buying gold above 1748, 49 would be a much better opportunity. Yeah, just above that area would be much better. Buying above 1748, 1749. And there's no we actually, there's only you. So the question could have been, can I buy gold? Do you ship magic keys in Rwanda? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my trade a second chance here, right? First chance was a sell, took a sell as we broke below this low, took a loss right here. So once price starts turning bearish again, I'm going to give my trade a second chance for price to continue down, right? If we don't do that, and if we start breaking above 150 again, then I'll have to change my bias to see if we can get a buy for price to move up. But until then, that's it. Nothing. No over trading, no emotional trading. That's the most important thing. No emotional trading. Very logical, be very methodological. Even if you only take one trade a day and you took a losing trade by copying, well, you shouldn't really copy in the first place, then just wait for the next day. Be very calm, because there's going to be tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Took a buy when the 15-minute candle closed above the range. Watching this entry, entered when price above resistance here. Closed 80% when profit 16 pips. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, this is a wonderful trade. This candle basically gave you the confirmation to move up at this point. Oh, Paul Harris donated £5. Just lost on that trade with you, but I still learned from it. Thank you, Mr. Raja. Love from Hammond, organ music. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Raja, quick question.
Yes.
On pound yen, what if it's forming a new support at 149.860? After this current 15 candle, if the following one continues bullish, is it safe to take or go long, say till the next resistance, which I see to be about 150, 170?
Yeah, so I was actually looking at this from a buying perspective as well, and my buying perspective is if price can come back above 150 area, because we rejected this area in the London session and we broke below this area now in pre-New York. So if we can kind of like break above this area in the New York session, then I think there's a very good opportunity for price to continue back up.
Okay, so wait for the 150 before going long.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be waiting for.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, it looks like someone's playing around with my OCD over here, putting dots on the screen. I took this trade Monday. What do you think? Let's take a look over here. Oh, support broke with the 1 hour. Okay, support broke right here. Price created a top in the first min candle, came back down to flip bearish, executed sells at that point, managed risk when the current candle moved up. Oh, okay. See, if this candle would have broken this low, that would have been a really good opportunity for price to continue down. But I think you managed risk at the same time too, so it's still good over there. So King Mukhtar is going to get kicked out here soon if he continues saying bye, because things have changed here. So King Mukhtar better behave.
Uh-oh.
I heard you went back to Pakistan because of your beef with Drake. Yeah, something around that. All right, let's take a look over here. Pound AUD is still consolidating here a little bit. Still have USD/JPY ranging over here. Gold is still at the support. What's the best platform for scalping on Dominion Markets Pro? The Pro account is the better one. Pro account, because you get lower spreads at that point. If you give your trade a second chance, will you be using the same lot size? Most probably yes, I'm going to be using the same lot size, but that depends on my risk, right? So you need to figure out what lot size are you going to be using based on your risk. Could the banks be watching you? No, trust me, man. Banks don't give a shit about, like a lousy live stream where people watch 15-minute and 30-minute candles with their $200 accounts, $1,000 accounts, even $10,000 accounts. Banks don't care about that. Banks care about millions and billions they handle based on daily and weekly time frames. And they don't even look at candles at all. Trust me, they look at contracts and look at pricings. I was watching this podcast by one of my students who did with another guy I'm not going to name, and he talked about how banks trade 5,000 lots and 1,000 lots. Man, that's false. Banks don't trade lot sizes, they trade contracts.
Yeah, the funnel.
Yeah. Are you going to wait for the candle to close for buy at 150? Yes. Looking at 30-minute time frame, yes. So potential buys above 150, potential buys above 150. This is what I'm going to be waiting for price to kind of like break above 150, for price to move up. So right now we're in a delicate situation here. See, now this entire area here, let me just highlight this for everybody. This entire area, this is a consolidation area. This is a no trade zone for me, because previously price ranged here. Look, resistance, support, consolidation, garbage, wicks over here, wicks over here, wicks over here. So I mean, we need price to reject this area, close bearish for price to move down. So basically what I would want to see is a candle closing bearish, something like this. And this is going to give me some sort of confidence that, okay, now we can continue moving down. But if we don't get that bearish close, then it's going to be very difficult to say if price is going to move down or not. So that's a no trade zone. No trade zone. JP Morgan has this live stream on the trading floor. Yeah, gold is also ranging over here. So this is a, let me put this right here, potential sells below 1741. Hey, good morning, bro. First of all, welcome back. Thank you. Why you didn't close 50% when 5-minute candle closed bullish entering? The reason why I didn't close 50% when the 5-minute candle started moving against me, because in the past I've done that, and that led me to over manage my trades, really choking the trades at that point. So that's why I trusted the overall 15-minute and the 30-minute candle. So right now I'm just waiting over here to see if I can give my trade a second chance here or not. We still got this 30-minute candle closing in about 4 minutes, so let's see what happens. What if the current 15-minute on GJ closes weak bullish? Would it be okay to take sells at the break of that 15-minute low? No, not really, because we have a rejection over here. This is a rejection right here. So you need a candle to kind of like close bearish, something like this, below this area, so that you have confidence that, okay, now we can continue moving down with volume. Because think about this, right? We had this move come down in pre-New York, kind of like, before pre-New York, pre-New York, and now if we're ranging, we need to take a look at the time, and if we're ranging at this point, we're slowly moving into NY open, and that's when volume is gonna come in. So we will be trusting the volume to drive price down. So let's see what happens here. The time and price range was after London closed to almost Asia, so it's logical for price to range now. In New York, wouldn't it be a reason for price to just go through that zone and price range before? Yes. So we'll see if the volume is gonna, drop price from this area or not. We still got some time left over here. Any idea what was wrong with the last trade? Was it just probability? Yeah. There was nothing wrong with that trade. I think it was just probability. And I think we were safe because of, managing risk over here. Will you make that risk managing highlight video which you are making on IG? Yes. Yes, I will. Let's take a look at gold over here. Gold is still at this support. In pro account, if the commission is $3.5 per lot one way, then on the 1 cent it will be 35 cents. Yes. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a chart sent from the Gulag. Gulag sent a chart. Strong rejection zone, break. Oh, you're in sells over here. Okay. I think instead of having your take profit down over here, it's better to have it at a support. This is a support. So it's better to have your take profit at support. It doesn't really make sense to have your take profit below a zone when we haven't really broken below the zone. Oh, look at this 15-minute candle right here. Beautiful. Just as I visualized. This candle needs to close bearish for the next candle to continue moving bearish. And that's where I'm going to be giving my trade a second chance to continue down. All right. Getting ready here. Yeah, with the wick. It has to close with a wick. Exactly. Or if we can break this low to continue down, that's going to be better too. So obviously the stop loss is going to be above this 15-minute candle. It's going to be perfect. We got around a minute left for this candle to close. This is also going to be start of the new 30-minute candle as well. So pretty excited about this now. This is going to be a second chance I'm going to give this trade. But I need this candle to kind of like close well below this area here. EURJPY is also trying to move down. Gold is also respecting the support. 2 losses back to back. No, so far I have 1 loss. So far I have 1 loss here. But if it doesn't close the way I want it to close, then obviously there's going to be no trade. "22 seconds left. How can we calculate commissions on standard account? There are no commissions on standard account. There are commissions only on pro accounts. Ooh, candle closed with no
Oh
wick
my
over here.
god.
Not taking a trade over here. The candle closed with no wick at all.
No wick.
Yeah, I'm not going to be executing on this idea here at all because the candle closed with no wick, and when the candle closes with no wick, this generally means there's no range for the next candle to continue down. What I would want to see at this point is for the candle to maybe to continue up to retrace and then continue down to take the sell. But two things can happen at this point, right? Either this candle can continue dropping and I miss the trade. At that point, it is what it is. Or if it continues up to make a top wick to continue down, and that's the point where I'm going to be executing on this. Looking at this on the 30-minute time frame, yeah, 30-minute candle closed something like this over here as well, so would want to see it to retrace and then continue down to take the sell. But since it closed with no wick here in the 15-minute time frame, I'm going to be staying out of this. What about the 30-minute candle? Okay. We have volume, so it will drop with volume. Yeah, that's fine. But I have to trust my rules. You know, one thing is I really, really have to trust my rules. And my rules say that when a candle closes with no wick, I'm going to stay away from that trade. You know, even if that means I'm going to miss that trade, that's totally fine with me. Because in the past, I've taken losses based on that. So I'm not willing to take a loss by breaking one of my rules. Because trust me, it's better to miss a trade rather than to be in a trade fearing that you're going to take a loss. But if we do break the low on the 30-minute, can we continue down at that point? That's what I'm looking at this point now. If we break this low and then continue down, gold is still at the support over here. This is 149,792. Having a trading plan is a game changer. Oh yes, absolutely. You have a trading plan, man, your entire game is going to change. Oh, EURJPY also closed with no wick at the bottom. We're coming close to 149,790 to break this low to continue down. And I'm really thinking whether this will really continue on or not. Because we're slowly moving into high volume time. Okay, let's take a look at GU. All right. Looking on the daily time frame. Oh wow, look at these rejections. Look at this mess here, right? This is why it's important to remove everything and then do fresh analysis. So looking on the 4-hour time frame, we're rejecting this area, we're coming down. We have a big rejection down to 1.37240. Looking on the 1-hour time frame, we're also coming down to the support area here on the 1-hour time frame, right here. Yeah, we also created a high at this point too on GU. Let's take a look at, wow, see this rejection. Delicate situation. All this choppy price action to the left hand side, really choppy. Hey Raja, what's this? Sometimes I still get confused about what trade to take. Since the 4-hour is in bearish trend, now we had a bullish moves in 1 hour inside the same range, and we're selling on the database. I think you need to send a chart. You need to send a chart based on what you think is happening, and then we can basically, like, you know, critique that chart for you. Because 4 hours coming down, 1 hour went up. You need to take a look at when that 1 hour went up. That was in the London session, and now we're coming down. We're looking at price actions here. So it's much better to send a chart on what you think is going to happen, and then we can basically critique your chart for you. That's the whole point about these live streams, that you can send your charts. We're rejecting this 800 level here as well.
Hey Raja, Brazil missed you. Hey Raja.
Brazil.
Oh my god, that was a bot.
Hey, my
Yeah,
man.
that was a robot.
I'm real, man. I'm real.
I was like, what? Brazil.
This guy.
How does the Brazil has a robotic American accent?
Google Translate, man.
Yeah, that's
Brazil
great.
learning.
Oh, look at this. If this situation was happening on pound yen, I'd be taking sells. Yeah, this is perfect. This is going to continue moving bearish on pound AUD. If this was happening on pound yen, I'd be in sells at this point. But I don't trade pound AUD, so I'm not going to enter over here. Took an L on the London session with an impulse buy, and now had me second L for the day. I'm done for the day. See you all tomorrow. Good to have you back. Oh, thank you. Welcome. I think if you trade one session, you should really focus on just one session rather than trying to trade two sessions. Yeah, gold is still at the support over here. Man, if gold breaks the support, clean move down. Look at this. You got a 100 pip range over here. 100 pip range. When will magic keys be shipped out? We're looking at shipping out by the end of this week. So you should be getting your tracking numbers and all that by the end of this week. There's been a huge delay due to a global chip shortage for electronics. Plus also, like, we have the third wave in now, so that's causing some problems. Yeah, look at pound AUD. This will continue moving bearish over here. Bearish candles are getting smaller. Does that mean momentum to the downside is dying off? Yes. Yes, that's basically what it means. All right, see now, this is the area that it's rejecting right over here. All this area is a rejection area at this point. Looking at the 30-minute time frame as well, kind of like rejecting that area. So I'm gonna be waiting to see if we break below this area to continue down, or do we break above 150 to continue back up. What do you think about this gold paper trade? Oh, let's take a look over here. Paper trade, waiting for 30-minute candle to make a lower wick, and entry when flipped bullish. Yeah, I think you have this rejection right here. So I don't know. I don't really like this trade. If you want to take this trade, for sure, go ahead. But for buys, I'd be waiting for price to break above 1748. But your, idea looks good. I just don't like buying in this range over here. This is also a 15-minute minor resistance right over here. You got a minor resistance at this point. So we need to break above this area to continue up. And then you got a 16 pip range, minus 2 pips. You got 14 pip range. Because gold spread is around like 2 pips everywhere. Most of the places, sorry, in case someone says, oh no, at this broker it's lower. Yeah, that was a general statement. Why is GJ going to continue bearish? It looks like it's still respecting the low the previous candles made. Yeah, if you do break this low, it should continue down technically, because left-hand side, looking to the left-hand side. Oh, okay, we got a support right over here as well on this 30-minute time frame. Let's refresh these zones here. Nice one. Very nice. nice for you to point this out, right? So we have the support on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at current price over here, we got that same rejection area. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Who was that here in the gulag? You deserve a golden star here for today. If the 15-minute candle closes bearish with the week, would you look to sell? I don't know. At this point, I don't like to sell this at all. I mean, the way it's forming, the way it's ranging, it's just yuck. No. See, I really like my money, and I will not execute on something that doesn't really entice me at all. I mean, the way price is forming on pound yen is just, nah, I'm going to keep everything in my pocket at this time. Can clients from Europe deposit bank card or credit card to Dominion markets? I think that's going to be up in a couple of weeks. Not yet though. We only have crypto deposit and withdrawals at this time. Yeah, I think it could be a character building day here today. No trade. One loss over here, ranging on gold. You know, we got a major resistance here at 1748, 1749. We need to break for price to continue bullish. Yeah. Or we have 1741 for price to continue moving bearish. How was your flight to Pakistan? Was it non-stop? Yes, non-stop. Was the mask mandatory during the flight? Yes, but I mean, if you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. It doesn't really matter. I had it on and then I took it off because I had to go to sleep, and no one really told me to put the mask back on. Maybe because I was in business class, but I don't know. I think at the same time, if you're a good talker and you can, like, you know, have conversations with the crew over there, they're probably not going to say anything to you. I have learned that it's better to be out of a trade wishing you were in than to be in a trade wishing you were out. Yes. I met someone in Pakistan. He was, okay, so gold was dropping. Let me find that price action. It was somewhere at 13th. It was on the 14th. Yeah, it was somewhere right over here. Gold was, oh yeah, right over here, below 7. So gold was dropping and he had buys. He showed me his account. His account was at like 4,000 and he was buying gold. And I'm like, bro, it's dropping. He's like, yeah, but we're at support. And we learned a crucial piece of information that when candles are moving down, there's a very high probability the price will continue moving down. You know, you can't buy at that point. And he's like, no. There's support over here. There's a zone over here. There's a rejection over here. I'm like, that doesn't really matter. If the candles are moving down, there's a high probability they will continue moving down. So you have to wait for candles to print in your direction first before you enter a trade. Yeah, nothing really happening here now. It's just sounds like osteo, man. We will be getting I like Dominion markets, but I can only use MT5 on my laptop and not on the phone because it does not recognize Dominion markets broker. Oh no, it's up now. It's up and running. You can search it on the phone now. It's it has been updated. Are you going to buy gold if it breaks that support? Am I going to buy gold if it breaks the support? I think that's a troll comment. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh yeah, it broke support. It's time to buy at that point. No, probably not. I think that's one mistake people make in the beginning too, right? Because it's the thing is, like, when price is falling, it's really easy to look for buys, right? Because you're like, okay, it can't fall all the time. Or if price is falling and if it's approaching, let's say you're going to say, okay, it's approaching a really strong let's say a support, and you're like, okay, price held this support on the daily, weekly, 4 hour, whatever the case is, and then you're going to start taking buys at that point. It doesn't really make sense because it's the same thing as if you're standing at a bus stop, right? So let's say this is a bus stop right over here, and this is you right here. Let's say you're this circle here, right? And you want to go left. If you want to go left, and if all the buses are going right, you're not going to jump on the bus that goes right in the hopes that somewhere down the line the bus is going to make a U-turn to go left. No, you're going to wait for a bus to show up that goes left, and then you're going to jump on that bus, and then you're going to go left. The same thing is with the candles. When you have candles going bullish, you cannot take sells because the candles are printing against you at that point. You have to wait for candles to print in your favor to at least have some confidence that, okay, now price is going to continue my way. And I think that's one of the rookie mistakes we make all the time whenever, we learn about stronger zones and strong rejections. It's actually counterintuitive because, if we look at candles moving down, we need to see how we can take sells, right? If we can see candles moving up, we need to see how we can take buys at that point. How are you feeling with the launch of your brokerage apart from the delay on the approval of MetaCodes? I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. It's a partnership with somebody, so feeling pretty good about it. It's a new business, so let's see how this goes. So far, it's pretty good. Have no problems. Obviously it's something new, so in the start, we're going to have some glitches here and there, but we appreciate everyone's patience in this endeavor. So far it's pretty nice. Could you tell us the bus driver on GJ that needs to go down? The bus driver is chilling right now, refueling or something's happening because look, we're consolidating right now, right? And if you look at the time, we're moving into NY Open slowly, and NY Open has a lot of volume, right? So if we're consolidating, we may get some move at NY Open, but I would want to see a break above 150 to be sure that we're going to continue moving up. What happens if you get late on the bus? Well, then you'll have to jump and hang on with one of the railings. Yeah, everything is just ranging over here. Do you think Dominion Markets will introduce debit cards and bank transfers? In the coming weeks, we have that planned. Yes. Oh, Ramadan Mubarak, everybody, whoever's practicing their fasting. Do you think that the probability is just not there after the price dropped before quite a lot of regarding the trade we took today? Well, the trade I took, of course, there's no we. The trade I took it based on the break of the low, and I anticipated volume in pre-New York for price to continue down. But I guess it didn't, and it moved against me, and I managed my risk at that point. Hey Roger, it's been a year since I started watching you. Oh, nice. Very nice. Appreciate the support. If we break the resistance, does that mean the breast driver took a U-turn? Yeah, it's going to take a U-turn. But here's the thing, right? So looking at price right now, this is where it's rejecting. I don't like this at all. This is where we're consolidating right now at this point, right? We're consolidating. This is a check post right over here. So the bus needs to cross this check post to be able to continue moving up. And if you look at that on 30-minute time frame, you can see right over here, if we break above 150, we have generally clean candles that came down, and we can anticipate the clean move going back up here as well. But we need volume at that time. So basically, if that happens with NY Open, I think that's going to be amazing. But if that doesn't really happen with NY Open, then maybe it may happen with NYSE Open, New York Stock Exchange, which is going to be here in about an hour and a half and 10 minutes. Will you be teaching your son to trade? as a person who's seeing someone grow up, I'm looking at a couple of options to introduce to him, right? So there are two things that you learn. Here's one thing that we learn. Let's say, for example, you want to make $10,000, right? Let's say you want to make $10,000 and you have two options to make $10,000. Your option number one is that you can work for, let's say, $20 an hour, $20 an hour, but you can only do that 40 hours a week, right? How much hours will you need to work to make $10,000, right? That's one option. Second option is that, let's say you have a product which costs around $100, and you can sell this product to as many people you want at whatever time in the day you want, right? So what's better? Will you spend X amount of time to make 10,000, or will you be willing to sell a product which is cost $100 to make $10,000? I think once you really understand what suits you best, you will be happy with that. You know, so I'm going to try to teach him that this is a better option to sell a product to make $10,000, because there's no cap at that. There's no limitation of time. There's no limitation of how many you can sell, how much you can sell. So I think this is going to be the better option as we grow up. And even if you look at this way, like in the past, you know, like 40 years ago, 30 years ago, like most of the people were businessmen. They all had businesses. They all had, like, you know, like that, a bartering system. I'm not really sure how to word it, but that's the concept that I'm gonna go off with, you know. So, and then that's basically up to them how they want to take it away.
Hey, Rakeel.
Hey, Yasser.
Yeah, you set up a new kids course for Wickstone Life.
Yeah.
Put the kids in it.
Yeah.
New academy.
New academy. No, but it makes sense, right? I mean,
Yeah,
there
definitely.
are two ways to make money. Whether you can, like, you know, spend X amount of hours to make money, or you can sell X amount of products X amount of times, like, to make money.
Also, I think that, you know, although, you know, people roast having a job and all this business, you know, like, but for, say, someone like myself, I mean, you know, if your job is paying well and if you are happy and content, that's perfectly fine as well, you know. It just depends on what you want and where you want to be in, say, 10, 15 years time, and your finances, you know. I think it's individual, and some people don't really want to be selling things and whatever, just don't want the stress or whatever of having a business. But it just depends on the individual.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, see this area between 150 and 149, 900, this is all consolidation, even on the 1 hour time frame. Here, you can see right over here. This is all consolidation over here. So need price to come above 150 to be able to continue moving up. Let's see if that happens with NY Open, or if that happens with New York Stock Exchange Open. When will we be able to trade on mobile? Well, first of all, I don't recommend trading on mobile, but if you really want, you can search it on MetaTrader 5 now. We were having some issues, but it's fixed right now. You can look it up.
I have a question, man. Good morning. What's up?
Hey, Andrew. Good. How are you?
I'm good. You know the nasty range that you have on the chart right now? Sorry, that wasn't clear. I mean, like the range that you below the potential buys. Like, you know, you wanted to pass the potential buys to take the longs. But you say it's a nasty range, but like you see how the two past times it went in that range is like clean traffic, and usually you always like preach going with the most recent and all that stuff, you know. I just, what's your why don't you want to like take it? Because if you look at the 1 hour time frame, it's forming, like it formed a high. Now the 1 hour would be like forming support, and then it's pretty clean traffic two times to the left to go straight, you know.
Yeah, I'm just being careful because of the fact that the London session kind of wicked and rejected in this area.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just being very careful due to that. You know, like I know what you're saying, that the 1 hour is okay. So let me just go back to the 1 hour.
But just to go with the most recent, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know what you mean, that the 1 hour candle had like a clean move down, and if this candle closes bullish, we're creating support to go up. But just on the 30-minute, it's just kind of like tricky over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And just
so yeah.
And just to say on something that you just were talking about, like it's none of their business how you're gonna raise your son. Like it's completely your choice.
Yeah.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
Like for the gulag comments, yo, it's none of their business.
Well, here's the thing. Like, naturally, we humans, we're very curious creatures, right? So
Curious in other people's business. That's what it is. Like people go on a trading stream and talk about how you're raising your kid. Like it doesn't make that much sense, to be honest.
That's whatever.
Anyway.
I see London session is more preferred than the NY. May I ask why? Not in my case. I can only trade the NY session because I'm sleeping during the London session. So I just focus on NY. Sometimes, it happens. Sometimes, price ranges, and that's totally fine because, like, it's not going to be every day that you're going to head a trade. It's not going to happen like that. Sometimes you will have a lot of volume in London session, and then you're going to have that continuation of volume in the New York session. But other days, you'll have a lot of volume in London and no volume in New York. And that's just the way how it is with the markets, and when there's no volume, I think that's the days when people lose a lot of money because they try to predict where price is going to go. So right now, if we look on pound yen, it's just basically no volume here at this time. Price is ranging, candles are printing next to each other, so you got to be very, very careful in how you're going to execute. Looking at gold over here as well, really wanted to break above, 1749 for price to continue up. I always win trade in NYSE Open, so best to choose those times? Yes. Yes. Do you show payouts in your trading months? Yes. If you go to my Instagram is Raja Banks. You can see my highlights there. All right, let's take a look over here. Yeah, nothing really happened over here. Oh, what's this? Guy lost 20 billion. 30 billion. Portfolio was 100 billion, strong to quite strong. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Someone said back to FTMO. That's hilarious. Well, back to FTMO. Oh, man. How would you have executed a trade on London session for GJ? For buys, I think it would have been pretty nice once we broke above this area here. Looking on 30-minute time frame, yeah, I think on the 15-minute, yeah, it would have been very tricky because on the 30-minute you have this resistance, and if you broke above this area, your stop was like 12, 11 pips. There was a resistance 6 pips away. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been very difficult. It would have been extremely difficult. When you start trading and took losses, did you ever have those toxic thoughts about not being able to get to where you are now? Or if so, how did you overcome that? How did I overcome toxic thoughts? I'm going to give you a very simple answer, and that was that once I realized that I only had to focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. 1 or 2 trades a day. As simple as that sounds, that was just it. 1 or 2 trades a day. Because there's only 2 ways you're going to lose money in the markets. Hand over fist. Only 2 ways. One is going to be if you overtrade, which means if you take more than 2 or 3, I don't care how good of a trader you are. As soon as you move into your 4th trade and the 5th trade, that's where you lose the concept or the difference between logic and emotion, right? Your 4th trade is a 100% emotional trade, and the second way you're going to lose money is by over risking. That's it. There's no other way you're going to lose money. And I always tell guys, hey, listen, if you're going to start with risking 1 or 2% a day. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because, you know, like when you're new and you're risking 1 or 2%, you're going to give yourself a lot of chances to be in the market. But if you're risking 10%, 15%, you're really reducing your chances to come back another day. And that's very important. I don't know why people want to see payouts, etc., etc. Oh, I think they want to know if things are real, you know, or if it's actually real, or if that's some sort of validation that someone's looking for. Because like you know, if you're new to trading, you want to see if, like, you know, if it's really real, if people are really doing it. I don't know. Maybe something to do with that.
Hello, Raja.
Hey Albert, how are you?
Hi, friend. You?
Good.
Yeah, I think that over trading is coming also from having the MT5 on the mobile. Yeah,
We'll cancel it then.
I think so.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I did. I took it right out. I don't even care no more.
Yeah, we'll cancel MT5 mobile now.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like, yeah, you just want to read some message on WhatsApp or Facebook, and then you will tell to yourself that, yeah, let me just look at the chart, what is going on, you know?
Yeah. Why in the pre-Asian session the spread is so big? Because there's low volume at that time. There's low volume in the Asian session. That's why the spreads are bigger. Let's see here. What made you trade more on the 30-minute more than any other time frame? Because when I started, everyone was looking at the 15-minute, the 1 hour, 4 hour, and I was like, why isn't anyone looking at the 30-minute time frame? Because it's there. Let's use the 30-minute, you know? So that's when I started looking at the 30-minute. Of course, you have the 45-minute and 2 hour, you know, to each their own, but I felt comfortable with the 30-minute because the 15-minute is a weak confirmation time frame, and a stronger confirmation time frame than 15-minute is the 30-minute. So that's when I started looking at the 30-minute time frame. But so far right now, we're just waiting here for price to continue up above 150 to continue bullish. I think mini backs has their caps lock stuck. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold is printing this bullish scenario for price to move up. Pretty good if it goes up. If someone's in gold buys, I mean, you can have a nice trade, but I'd be waiting for price to break above 1749 to continue bullish. Oh wow, look at that. GA also came down to the support and then rejected that area. That was the same support from which we drew right here to the left hand side. See this on the 1 hour time frame, we created the support, tapped into that, and then just rejected. Are you participating in Coinbase IPO? No, I'm not. I'm actually waiting on BitCloud. I'm waiting on BitCloud. I have some money in BitCloud over here, and I'm waiting to see where price is going to go on BitCloud. Let's see here. Let's see where my coin is. BitCloud.
I was really impressed with is it Jeevan? I think he went through the white paper. You know?
Yeah.
And I have to say, I mean, you know, very few people have actually read white papers, and it's a good sign that you see people actually going through meticulously. I haven't invested in this at all, but there's a process that you go through, and reading the white paper is one of them. It's long, it's boring, but to go through it is very impressive, and to actually, you know, put a YouTube stream on and to help others, that's really, really impressive. You know, he's not here, but you know, I think that's something commendable, really, to set a good standard for people.
Yeah, exactly. People who don't know who Jeevan is, he's one of the most smartest people I know. His this is his YouTube channel right here. Capital Hungry. He's a really good trader, really smart guy. Extreme, one of the most underrated people I know. Like, he's a bit of a dick, but man, I mean, his intelligence is crazy. I've never met someone as smart as this guy over here.
And I think that, you know, there's a, you know, investing in cryptos and things, you've got to read these white papers to study what they call, like, you know, especially tokenomics, you know, what the token is and how it's going to be used, how it's going to make money. And I think that that's a really good standard he's put up actually on and going through all the aspects of the actual white paper. So
Yeah,
that's content, amazing content, really.
yeah. This right here. Social media stock market. Yeah, so far we're just ranging on pound yen over here. Nothing really happening. Look at this. Look at the way candles are printing next to each other. This is barcodes, right? Took one trade, losing trade, and then no trade after that. And look, just ranging. If this was me 3 years ago, I'd be in buys and sells and buys and sells, but not anymore.
This whole week's been a character building week.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For GJ, it's been slow. Like on Monday, it was hard, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty slow. Someone said BitCloud could be a scam. You know, it could be another BitConnect. BitCloud could be another BitConnect. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I mean, if it is, it is. I don't have much in it. I think I have like around like 8,000, 9,000 in it, and if it goes to waste, it's not really a big deal. But if it goes public, if it really does go public, that 10, 12,000 is gonna turn into hundreds of thousands. So that's what I'm betting on over here.
I've got a set of protocols that I use whenever I analyze white papers, you know, and it's given me, they've served me well, but I haven't gone through the BitCloud actual white paper. But the thing is, you've got to go and do your due diligence, and as soon as you see a red flag anywhere, just dump it and move on to the next one. You know, there's hundreds of projects out there.
Yeah.
But as soon as you see a red flag and somebody's felt that they had a red flag, just jump out, don't touch it.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Oh, I actually went on an IPO course, 2017.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really good course. It cost me about £1,000 pounds, I think it was roughly at the time. But it was one of the best courses. I went on that and a security course at the same time. So learn how to use the Ledger Nano and the Tracer and the Bitbox, all three. So it was really good. So if you're into the field, I think you can't really skip the security bit, I think.
Yeah, me, the way how I see it, I'm just I'm one of your average dumb investors. That's what I am. Could you please tell me what things would you consider when you draw your support resistance, time frames? Yeah, you need to look at all the time, 4-hour time frame. I mean, if you look at all my streams, all the streams just start from breakdown from high time frame to low time frame. You know, if you go to the start of the stream, you're going to see that we went from the daily to the 4-hour to the 1 hour to 30-minute, and then down to the point where we executed a trade that turned out to be a loss, but whatever. But the main thing is like it just the way we broke things down. Is this your Instagram? No, this is not my Instagram. What I don't understand is, why would someone think that I would make a new Instagram when I have my... I just don't know, man. I mean, there's no reason for me to make a new Instagram account. There's no reason. Man, people sent this guy money too. People sent this guy money too. And this guy trades on options. I mean, I don't know. If someone gets scammed by this guy, I mean, you deserve to get scammed, man. You deserve to get scammed. 100%. Just use your brain.
Rojo bonds.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Gold is moving up over here. Gold should continue up to like 1747, 1746. I'm going to be looking for buys above 1749 on gold, because above 1749 you have a clean range going all the way towards 1752 on the 1 hour time frame as well. 1752, 1753. That's a much better trade on gold. Why in pre-Asian spread is so big? Because the volume is low. What made you stop trading consolidation zones years ago? Because my success rate on consolidation zones was pretty low, you know, so now I just focus on clean moves to the left and sides. That's what I focus on. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is looking for a break above this area for price to retest the high. Right here, okay, looks good, looks good. I'm being more cautious about this, you know. I'm taking into account this area over here before I take a buy. So I'm going to be looking for buys above 150 for price to move up. Above this area, I'm going to be taking a buy for price to move up. Mr. Bakhta. But my question is, when you put a line on 4 hour, the story you consider on what basis? I try to do it, but there's a difference between yours and mine. Well, you need to send a chart. If you don't send a chart, I won't be able to, like, you know, give you better information. Oh, OG Drainer donated £4, $4.99. Hey Raja, interested as to how you settled on your strategy. Did you ever try and study Wyckoff, order blocks, and those concepts? See, I tried studying order blocks. I tried studying a lot of those things, and they were actually very difficult for me to understand. So I looked at it in a way that, okay, if I can't read candles, then there's no way I can trade, because at the end of the day, what you see on the charts are just candles, you know, candlesticks. That's it. And if you can read candlesticks, and then you can basically visualize where the next candle is going to go based on when there's going to be volume in the market, and that basically just worked, you know. So now at the end of the day, all I want to see, if price is going to move above 150, all I want to see are these clean moves to the left hand side, so I know that there's going to be a higher probability for price to have the same potential move going up. That's it. And this involves a lot of waiting. This involves a lot of patience, you know. So, I mean, waiting is the most important thing at this point. You just have to just wait. If you wait, price will always print a setup you like. Because trust me, man, how many times have you taken a loss, right? Because you haven't waited, you've anticipated price is going to move, and you've taken a loss, you've taken another trade, you've taken another loss, and then after a little while, price has printed the candles in a way where you knew this is going to work out, but you've taken those losses. So now based on those losses, your confidence is so low that you don't execute on that trade knowing it's going to work out. You know, that used to happen to me a lot of times. I would take so many losses that when my proper setup would come up, I wouldn't take that trade because my confidence took a beating. So that's why now it's really important for just to like wait for price to come to a level you want and then execute on that. Any update on when Magic Keys version 2 will be arriving? Yes, they're going to be shipping by the end of this week. We're having a global chip shortage. Yeah, man, we're having a global chip shortage. Plus we have the third wave in now, so a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening at the same time. Ooh, we have 420 participants today in Zoom. Nice, nice. You know what that means? Oh, 421. Not anymore. Where do you go to use commissions for Magic Keys? Well, when your commissions reach a certain level, you just send an email to support Armenian Markets, and then we can go about that. NY Open had nothing. Nothing happened with New York Open. No volume, just had this one big candle, 15-minute candle, and just, it's whatever. I thought there was a marketplace or something in the website. Oh yeah, we're trying to implement that marketplace actually in the dashboard there, but I think it's going to take a couple of weeks. What lot size would you use for a $11,000 account? I think one lot is going to be pretty good. You can use one lot. That's going to be around, you know, I think at the end of the day, it's not about the lot size you're going to use. It's about how much risk are you going to implement in a certain trade. So the trade I had this morning, I lost around, I think 1.5%. Do you have two monitors? Yes, with the same PC. Gold is also rejecting now, coming back down. See this 30-minute? This is in a full big range over here between 1749 and 1741. Get IG verified so that people don't make fake accounts of you. I tried doing that, and the answer I got that for me to get verified on Instagram, I'll have to remove certain posts of, like, you know, trading and all that, and I don't want to do that because that's a lot of information.
Hey, Raja.
Hey, Michael.
I started following you last December, and as soon as I started following you, some guy pretending to be you, like, reached out right away. Hey, how's the trading going? Let me trade for you. And right away, I knew it wasn't you. So I'm like, hey, I said, so nice to meet you, Raja. Let's schedule a Zoom call. And the guy just disappeared. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah.
he was like, I'll do your trades for you. I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, whenever, like, I message you, just ask for a voice note. That's it. Just ask for a voice note. And most of the times I send people voice notes because I'm too busy driving or doing some stuff. So for me to send voice note is much easier than to type in text.
Yeah, but who with, like, you know, 75,000 followers plus is going to take time to do, you know, people's trades? It's just, come on, man. Common sense, man.
The 4-hour candle in GJ is breaking the low of the previous candle, so the next 4-hour candle might going down. Let's take a look on the 4-hour. Yes. So let's do some fresh analysis here on pound yen. So gold is still in this range here. Pound AUD is rejecting. We may create a minor resistance to continue down, but let's take a look at this on pound yen over here. So we basically had a support here from the day before yesterday. Oh, actually this was on Friday. Rejection here, big support down here, 149, 620, 600. Right, so we got this support right over here. We got a resistance right over here. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour, this candle is about to close in 40 minutes, but we're creating a support over here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute has a bit of a problem right over here at 150. So I think it's going to be better to wait for price to break above 150 for price to continue up. Yeah, I came to the same conclusion by doing a fresh analysis over here. Potential buys above 150. And obviously if we break below this support now, then we can continue moving bearish. And then we can say, okay, like, you know what, that's the 4-hour candle moving bearish at that time. Got a 19-20 pip range. What broker is good for people living in Canada that want to deposit dollar trading accounts? Would love to use Dominion, but no crypto for me. There was an announcement made in the Dominion support channel, Sarmad, so you can go look at that. Powell speaking, can that be the reason for the low volume? You know, that could be the reason for low volume. I'm not sure what he's going to say, but I mean, if there's no volume at this time, if price is just consolidating, you could say that. I mean, at the same time, I mean, look when he's speaking, right? He's speaking at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. is like 4 hours away. It's after NY Open, it's after NYSE Open, which has a lot of volume, and also it's after, like, you know, your what's that? London Close, which has a lot of volume. So I really doubt that maybe Powell is stopping price from moving at this time. Yeah, I really doubt that. But let's see what happens. I mean, at the same time, if we break below these areas now, we can continue moving down. But let's see. We still got about 10 minutes left. My GJ price hasn't moved for about 20 minutes on ICM. Oh, ICM is down. Hello, what is the most trusted broker to use in Nigeria? Well, first of all, I'm from Canada. I'm not from Nigeria, so I can't answer your question. Sorry. Oh, the people in the Gulag are saying that ICM is working for them. So maybe it's a region-based issue, you know? Or maybe you want to restart your MetaTrader. Sometimes stuff happens, you know, it's all okay. Sent you a screenshot of the impersonator trying to scam me. I asked him one question and he backed off. Yeah, that's what happens. You know, impersonators, they always back off. If I was an impersonator, I would never back off. I would send you voice notes and videos. I would try to prove that I am the real one.
Dedication.
Yeah, dedication. What's this? Sasa natarit kawaraba mana hata. Oh, what language is that? I think. Oh, I don't know what language is that. Hazita fungiwa. You just told the story while you redid the GJ story. Likewise, I was asking what things to consider while drawing support resistance. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. What things to consider while doing support resistance? So you have your support right here. Makes sense. Perfect. I'm not sure where you got this line from. I think you need to readjust this. I think if you got this red line from this area and this area and this area, you need to remove it because now it's based on above this area right over here. So I'm not considering this area at all because I think it's way too far in the past. But yeah. So let's see what happens over here. Do you think I should put money in my account or should I buy magic keys first? Well, that's a decision you have to make. I can't make that decision for you. So let's see. I'm waiting for price to break and close above 150. Or even if we break above this high over here to continue up. But yeah, the 30-minute candle, oh wow, we're still consolidating over here. Crazy.
Today's take my money, DJ.
Yeah. Does COT reports work? Does it help?
Hi, Raja.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
I just wanted to ask, can we actually retrieve like multiple magic keys from our Dominion market as well?
Can you? No, there's only one. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can only use your commissions once. this? 30 minutes struggling to close. Yes, 30 minutes having a problem here in pound yen. Consolidating here. Gold is also trying to move up, back up now. Let's take a look at this chart over here now. This is pound yen 30-minute chart. Potential buys above this zone. Okay, looks good. I kind of like the same idea over here. 15 minutes is ranging, although 30 minutes seems to be forming a good impulse entry setup. Anticipating volume to continue trend through New York session. Yeah, it's going to be something important to wait for. I mean, if we break below 149, let's say 800, moving into like, you know, New York session, I think that's going to be a very, very nice trade moving down. You got a 20 pip range, and with volume, we can continue down. Even because now we're ranging at this point. This is amazing, right? I really like ranges. And the reason why I like ranges is because after we range, there's always a big move coming in. And when we look at the time, we're slowly moving into the close of this 4-hour candle and then in NYSC. So yeah, I think it's going to be an amazing move over here. Just gotta wait. Mr. Tumor sent a chart in the gulag here. Let's take a look over here. Entered on the 15-minute candle close, so I managed risk current 15-minute close. 3 pips in this winning trade. How? Price went up. Oh. 283. Oh, it looks like you didn't secure profits at 10, 11 pips. Still good. You manage your risk. Still pretty good. Someone keeps asking the same questions over and over again, so I'm not going to answer the question anymore. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Waiting for a setup like this. Pound yen to break above this area. Okay, looks good, looks good. I'm being more careful to wait for price to break above 150 because 150 is a very, very strong psychological number. You know, it's a strong psychological number, whole number. We also had support rejections on London session, which is a high volume session. So just waiting over here to see what happens.
Hey Raja, with the Dominion markets, I noticed you were saying we can withdraw with Tether. Are we able to deposit with Tether too, or what cryptos are you accepting?
Yeah, you can. You can do that. There's Tether, Neo, XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yes. All major cryptos we accept. Okay, let's take a look at this chart over here. Executed sells as the candle breaks the previous low. Nice, nice. Close full position. Nice. Yeah, I had the same trade. Just managed risk.
Yo, Rakeel, you got any speakers coming on Friday?
Speakers?
Yes, sir.
No, not that I know of yet.
Not this week?
No, not that I know of yet. Was pretty busy. I haven't really had any time to talk to anyone.
I see, I see. You said you were going to come back next week as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wasn't sure whether we're going to be, like, you know, in somewhere else or not. But we came back home, so that's why we're back up now.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this GU chart over here. Okay, so buys above this area. Can this be a problem? Yeah, the only thing is that there's a bit of a rejection here, so it gets a little bit tricky. You know, it gets a little bit difficult. The analysis is really, really, really difficult at this point because there's a bit of a rejection here. So you'd be basically waiting for volume to push price through this area, basically. Do you accept Dogecoin? No. No Dogecoin. Very volatile. Signing off for the night. Good to have you back. Thank you, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Had to view this live stream to see what was wrong with ICM. All right, what's this? Hey Raj, I'm running a small business which is totally in loss due to COVID conditions. What would you suggest if I sell it to invest in FX through DM? I am your biggest fan. Need your sincere advice. Well, it depends on what your business is, basically. If your business is something that, we can support or purchase, I think you can send the link and then we can basically take a look at it and probably give you some advice.
Hi, Raja.
Hello?
Just wanted to ask if anybody in the group knows about it or you know about it. Is there any reliable wallet, or is any wallet fine for just for holding digital currency, or is there something like that to be careful about, like any wallet specific or?
I don't know anything about any secure wallets.
You can use Ledger Nano X.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Roger.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody that's looking about safe wallets, there's one called SafePal, which is really good. I use that as well. Also, the Ledger Nano S, or even the X is better because the X holds a lot more coins. So if anybody's looking to go into those ones, those are the best ones to get into. To me, anyway.
Wait, so there was Ledger Nano and what was the other one?
Ledger Nano S and Ledger Nano X. But the one that I use, that I constantly put coins on and trade on Binance, is the SafePal wallet. SafePal. Yeah.
Oh, SafePal wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, any of the questions you have to self-isolate.
And now they're on back order.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how popular they are. So if you guys want to look at it, just do your research. That's what I did, and I said, you know what, this is a wallet for me. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Ledger's good too, but I just use SafePal. Yeah.
What do you think about Coinbase going public today? Do you think it's smart to invest in? Oh yeah, I think this is all going to go up. We're moving towards digital currencies. China's implementing digital yuan in a lot of places, and the Fed is also looking into implementing a digital dollar, digital euros being looked at. I think the way the world is moving right now with the Agenda 2030, I think in the next 7-8 years we'll be having a lot of digital currencies moving around. So yeah, I think if you want to invest, go ahead. But yeah, I think that's going to be a new wave. The new wave is going to be for crypto exchanges and digital currencies. That's going to be the new wave. I think the FX is going to slow down, and I'm not sure when, but I can see that happening because the cryptos are way more volatile, and their market cap is increasing day by day too. Not as close to FX though, but still, it's still there. Like the market cap for FX is in trillions. Crypto is still in billions.
Also, you got the hype. Every time some people make a lot of money off crypto, you have everyone hopping on the bandwagon, and there's just the herd mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a trend almost. Like whatever's trendy, people go for it.
Can you see if I'm correct on gold? Okay, let's take a look over here. So sell below 1741, 174900. Okay, looks good. And buys above 1749. This is exactly what I'm looking at too, Eugene. Exactly what I'm looking at too on gold. Also looking at pound yen over here too, if we break below 149.800. So let's put this over here. Potential sells below 149.800. Let's see if we get this before the hour close or not. Are you streaming till 9? Yes, I'm streaming till 9. Do you ship magic keys to India? Yes. Do you see yourself trading crypto soon? I do trade Bitcoin against the dollar here and there, but not regularly. Do you deliver magic keys personally? Sometimes. Sometimes I borrow the sleigh from Santa Claus and I come down your chimney and slap it in your face. Here you go. Don't overtrade now. Can you trade crypto pairs on MT5 or does it depend on broker? Yes, you can. Plus, it also depends on the broker as well. So far, what an eventful morning it has been. Just chilling over here. I live in Saga. Bring me magic keys. My mom makes some bindi and naan. Oh, too bad. I don't like bindi. Chicken korma, and then you got a deal. Some chicken korma, and then and then I'll get it done. What's this? Is the break on gold close on 15-minute candle or 30-minute? I would say have a candle break above 1749 on the 30-minute and then drop down to the smaller time frames to see if we can ride it all the way up towards 1752. That's going to be the best thing to do. It's a bit sad that we are in the Zoom. We don't hear the YouTube music. Oh, hold on. Let me play it here for you.
Yeah, I need to get some music.
Hey, Raj, I'm trying to sign up with Dominion Markets, but my country is not listed. If your country is not listed, you can sign up under crypto. All right, so yeah, nothing really happened here today. Just flat out range. November came.
And then September came.
Yeah. Do you have a welcome bonus? No. There are no such things as welcome bonuses.
You gotta shout out to that.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just Raja just takes the trades on TradingView. He doesn't really take it on MetaTrader. Oh. Yes, I do. It's right here. Look, it's my MetaTrader. I took the sell at 149.820. This is the loss right over here. Look at the spread right here. 9 points ranges. I do take the same trades, guys.
Somebody named Mini Banks.
Oh, Canada. Oh, US. Oh, Canada.
Okay.
Many thanks.
I made a withdrawal to Bitcoin and it converted it to Tether. Oh yes, that works too. So yeah, man, we got around 20 minutes left for the candle to close, and it is what it is at this point. Ranging. Potential buys above 1749. Iron Man not gonna like you showing you're a MetaTrader. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know who Iron Man is. But that's okay.
Ooh, savage.
After the stream ends, how long do you stay looking at the charts? You know, I keep looking at the charts till like 9:30 till NYSE. You know, because so far we had a little bit of volume coming down with pre-New York and then nothing. You know, NY Open, no volume. I mean, now we're now we're going to slowly move into NYSE in about 50 minutes. And I'm going to be basically anticipating volume to come in New York Stock Exchange Open. I'm still going to be looking to see if I can execute a buy above 150 later on, or a sell below 149,800, one of the two. You know, so even after the stream ends, I'm going to be looking at above this area or below this area. Oh, what's this? Sometimes when I have a balance at around, let's say 5,500, I don't even want to take a trade because the balance is going to be uneven, which annoys me. Then I fund another 20 bucks. Yeah, I used to do the same thing. Because when you take a trade at $5,500, all of a sudden it's at like 54.90 or 54.88, something. You're like, oh man. Yeah. If your country is not listed for Dominion markets, you can choose crypto to sign up. Does that mean you need to fund your account using crypto, or you can do bank wire transfer as well? You can do bank wire transfer as well, no problem at all. Yeah, so only took one trade here today. Took one trade today so far. Today, only one trade. Kept my losses really low though throughout this month. How do you compare spreads and commission of crypto exchange with that of MT4 crypto? I don't know anything about crypto exchanges. The only crypto exchange I was with 2 years ago, it got shut down and stole my money. And it was regulated. It was a regulated crypto exchange. And I was like, well, there we go, regulated or unregulated. If they'll steal your money, they'll steal your money either way. And the case is still open in the court. And apparently the guy died in India. So who knows? What basis 150.19 you put support plus above? Oh, this is because of this support right over here. So I'm looking at price to break above this candle right here. This candle right here. I'm waiting for price to break above this candle so that we can continue moving up. That's something I'm going to be looking for. US is listed, but can I trade with Dominion markets? No, US is not listed. We don't take people from the US or Canada. But if your country is not listed, you can use crypto.
Hey, Raja.
Hey.
If you look to your left, there is a support or resistance level.
What price?
Where the price is right now.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't drawn, so I was wondering.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
So where he left, you can see there's lots of consolation. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I'm not keeping that in mind because then there's another one 6 pips away. You know, so I'm looking at this one here rather than this one here.
Because you don't gonna take head trades.
Yeah,
here?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm looking at this area right here rather than this area here. But you're right though. So that's why, you know, I've marked this area as like range. It's like a lot of range over here. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GU. Buys if this candle closes above, or is this range too small? From 650 to 750, yeah, it's a 10 pip range, you know, 10 pip range minus spread, you got like a 9 pip range. It's pretty small range over here. The bizarre disappearance of a Canadian CEO, an unsolved mystery. Yes, this fucking retard. What was this? Oh, this is an audiobook over here? Oh yes, this was it, Quadriga CX.
That guy has really good videos. That YouTube channel is actually really good.
This was the guy right here. He went away with $190 million, man. Crazy.
The culprit.
This was regulated. It was about to go public. And when people talk about regulated brokers don't do anything, man, if here's the thing, if anyone wants to take your money, they will take your money, whether they're regulated in the ass or they're not regulated at all. It's gonna happen. There's nothing you can change it. There's nothing you can do to change that at all. Yeah, pound yen is still ranging over here. I have a way better win rate with impulse entries compared to waiting for a candle to close. Should I keep doing what I'm doing even though it's riskier? Yes. Keep doing what you're doing like that. That's the thing. Some people are more comfortable with impulse entries. They do really, really well, while other people are good at waiting for candles to close. You know, so it goes both ways. So you have two options now, you know, whether you go with impulse entries or you want to go with, like, you know, waiting for candles to close. What target are you looking for buys? Yeah, I think around 150, 200, you know, 230, 240. That's going to be good target. So from 150 all the way up over here, like 18, 20 pips should be a pretty good target over here. So I'm going to wait. Why not continue to stream for another 30 minutes? Anyway, you are sitting here, help the gulag. No, I have to go have breakfast. I've been up since 3:30 a.m. man. I'm going through jet lag right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're awake.
I was up
Morning,
at...
Roger.
Hey, Kerwin, how are you?
Morning, team.
Hey, Kerwin.
Hey, how are you, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Welcome back, Rojo.
Yeah, Rojo Banks is back.
Feel like it's been missing you, brother.
It's been pretty quiet. The market has also been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's been a shitty week.
Do you think 1 minute is good for scalping? I don't use 1 minute, but it's up to you. All right, gold is also pumping towards 1749. Beautiful, beautiful. Markets have not been the same since Trump left. That's absolutely true. Why do I only see 500 leverage when trying to open an account? You can email support and you can request the leverage change, and that's going to be done for you. The team is pretty good at answering emails. All right.
Hey, Roger, I got a question.
Hey, man.
So like if you look at like on the 30-minute, like you see how it has like a bunch, like the wicks on the top are a lot higher than the wicks on the bottom. Does that mean like buys are not as strong?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Like a lot of rejection, exhaustion over here. So with that, I think if we start breaking below 149.800, we can keep these exhaustions in our, like, you know, confidence of a trade moving down.
Yeah, there was a lot of rejections on that 920 area.
Yeah, exactly. And look the way it's moving down now. Once we break below this area, I think we can continue bearish in the next hour. 17, 18 pip move.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that this daily candle on G will drive price even lower than the 149.700s. But the way that it grabbed liquidity from that area, the 150.500, basically, man, it's just scary.
Yeah.
The entire move from London was corrected, and we have seen this a lot of times, you know.
Yes. I may give this trade a second chance once this 30-minute candle breaks around, you know, 149, 820, 815. Because that's going to be this candle breaking the previous candle's low as well.
Yeah, if that doesn't happen now before the 4-hour candle close, the new 4-hour candle should do a small retest to 150 flat, and then driving price below that area. But we need a rejection from 150 at least. I will say the 4-hour looks nice, but I will be looking for, you know, anything closing below that area that you have marked right there, 149.800. I'll be looking for sales below that area, but I will need a 15-minute candle closing below that area, and then the next candle giving me a retest to previous 15-minute, and then the moment start breaking that area, it's gonna be a nice move to retest support, and
Yeah,
we
you can
already
also
know that
see.
if
You can also see the 15-minute doesn't have a top wick, so there's no buying pressure.
yeah, I know. And for now, I mean, it's a mess. It's a range. Basically, you want to see a 15-minute candle closing below that area, but you need a retest as well, because the new hourly candle is gonna do a, you know, a kind of fake out to the downside. Trying to sell it at the opening of the 4-hour candle is gonna be really risky. I will wait for a closing and then retest to the previous 15, something like this, and then coming back down.
Very delicate situation at this time.
Yeah.
Also, 4-hour has no top wick.
Raja entered sells? No. Did not enter sells at all. I was about to enter sells, but then I stopped. Someone said, hey, Kerwin, please don't speak during trade. Kerwin can speak whenever he wants.
No, I'm pretty sure Raja's not going to take the trade in the last 10 minutes of the 4-hour candle.
Yeah. Not even this is the 30-minute close. This is the 1-hour close and the 4-hour candle close.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing is when you see, you know, direction on the trades. Right now, we don't have that in the 30 minutes or the 1-hour candles. 30 minutes are looking nasty, not direction at all.
Yeah. Wow, look at that rejection over there.
Yeah. We need a 15-minute candle closing below that area.
I wonder how many people took sells over here. Now they're like, oh, man.
Yeah, but it's good, though, that 4 hours leaving a wick.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, 4-hour also left a wick over here as well. You know, and then here as well, over here as well. So I'm not sure whether this 4-hour was a fake out or what's happening. But we really need a break below 149.800 on a 30-minute or the 1-hour time frame. Wow, just straight range, man. This whole session. Why don't you guys use order blocks? It's much easier. Well, this is where price is creating an order block. I think. I don't know much about order blocks. It's way too complicated for me. What do you do to keep discipline on top and go further with it? Because, for example, I stay disciplined and stick to my plan, but sometimes happen that I screw everything up and lost my motivation. Well, you just gotta focus on 1 or 2 trades. I mean, I focus on 1 or 2 trades every day. So I took 1 trade. It was a losing trade. And then now I'm just waiting for a second opportunity. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm going to come back tomorrow. So I'm going to be looking for buys above 150 or sells below 149.800. Gold is also rejecting there. We have 6 minutes left for the candles to close. I think your time frame is behind. It's going to sell and cross your potential sell. Do not sell. It's a stop hunt. Okay. As you have been trading for many years, did you notice that a lot of Forex brokers have popped up since pandemic start? I received a lot of calls from random Forex brokers. Yeah.
Ooh, cold calling like that? No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cold calling. How'd they get your number? Just gotta wait. Yeah, when brokers cold call you, that means they're looking for business, you know. I think that runs on trust and your reputation in the industry. I mean, IC Markets, they have an amazing reputation. Amazing. IC Markets, you have Vantage FX, you know, big brokers, really nice brokers.
Do you think these people ever cold?
No, never.
Never, right?
Never. If you have enough business, I don't think you ever cold call. Sorry to ask this here, but if I order my Magic Keys today, will it be going out with the upcoming shipment? Yes. Yes, it will. What's your analysis on GJ daily time frame? Daily time frame is a bunch of rejections over here. You can see 149, 600, huge rejections on the top as well. So daily is very indecisive at this point. We need to break below 149, 600 to be able to continue down towards 148, 700. You know, so far we're just coming down over here, or we need to break above 150. I think above 15400 to be able to move up on the daily. But right now it's just indecisive at this point. 4 hours also in a range, so we're looking at small time frames to kind of move with volume. Is it worth to finish my degree and pursue a master's or trade full-time? I'm a third-year student in Toronto. I think for your third-year student in Toronto, finish your bachelor's and look for a job in your field. You know, start working and then start trading on the sideline as well. You know, at the same time, what's going to happen is you're going to be making money working, and then you can use that to fund your trading habit, you know. So yeah, I think if you think that your bachelor's, like your job after bachelor's is doing good, then slowly you can move into trading. But if you really want to do masters, man, go ahead, do your masters. 100%. If you think there's possibilities in you to make more money through your work, then do that. Because Forex is a hobby, man. It's a hobby, and this hobby is going to pay you more over time. You know, it takes a long time. School takes 4 years. Trading takes the same amount of time. 3 years, 2 years, 4 years.
And a lot of stress the first years, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first year you get slapped around in the market the first year.
At
Like a
first,
volleyball.
every day is like taking finals. Every day.
It's like a volleyball. Go back and forth. Bam, bam, bam. Spike. Boom. Straight news. Bang. NFP. Bang.
Yeah. So I always encourage guys to finish school, you know, work on the side, because when you work on the side, man, you're taking a lot of pressure off of trading. You have money, it's coming in on the side with your job, and it's like the best scenario to be in. All right, look at this. Candle's about to close over here. How about trading full-time FTMO? There's no such thing as trading full-time FTMO. I don't know a single person who's, actually I'm not going to talk about that. A lot of people get mad when I talk about things. Did you think about e-commerce like drop shipping? No. But that idea was planted in my mind since a long time ago, and I think that came to fruition with Magic Keys. I literally just rounded my first year. I did get slapped up. Oh yes, I got slapped around too in my first year. All right, look at the way this candle's closing, man. Just garbage, just range, just nothing. gold also now back. It's very difficult at this point. Sells valid if the candles break the previous low. Yeah, I mean on the 30-minute, if we do kind of like break below 149.800, you can expect price to continue moving bearish. I mean that's something I'd be willing to execute on that. If we break below, I would say 149.800. Yeah, 149.800 would be a better price to break the low. Raja, you should express your opinion without thinking what everyone else says. The opinions and acts you apply made you the man you are today. No, I don't do that because then I get into pointless discussions or pointless arguments, you know, and some arguments are just a waste of time. It's just have no time for that. Oh. All right.
Wilson.
Why don't you trade indices? Because I don't like because I think the reason why mostly I don't trade indices because their volume is not during the time I'm awake, you know, or when I'm looking at the charts. So we'll see if we break below these lows to continue down or not. I think that will happen with the NYSE open. Or if we break above 150.
This is what I'm looking at on gold. It's been going like this since, let me send it, since Asian.
Yeah, GU also ranged the whole day. GA also ranged over here. Oh yeah, gold is just ranging over here too. You're right, Mac. I missed you over your vacation, but I was able to make 5% while you were gone thanks to your free videos and streams. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Are regulated brokers better than unregulated? No, I think they're all the same. They're all the same. We're moving towards I think we're moving towards more of anonymous crypto trading. So that's why you're seeing a lot of those things popping up now. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off. Looks like it was an uneventful day here today. Took one loss. It is what it is. I have to have breakfast. I'm really hungry at this point.
Thank you, Raja.
So, yeah, sir.
Thanks a lot, Raja.
Take care.
Enjoy your gym.
Back.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Iron.
Adios.
Adios, man. Take care, brother.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.